What's up, y'all? It's your boy Malik.
It's your girl Self.
And we're back with another banger.
Video. Y'all, I've had issues with editing. I cannot get any of the videos that I do onto my computer to upload. And I apologize for that. I'm really trying to find other solutions. But anyways, nonetheless, we're here today and we are eating Popeyes. You can't see our food, but anyways, we eating Popeyes and we're gonna do a story time of
Just
how we
the
met.
story of us.
Yes.
The story of us.
Yeah. So, what's your version?
You go first.
Okay, so people who do know us know that we went to middle school together at JFK. And we were in class together in the 7th grade. What was it? What do you remember what class?
Nope.
I don't think I remember what class. But anyways, so we went to middle school together. And we weren't at all in no shape, form, or fashion dating or anything like that. I was kind of that girl that didn't really talk to people. I mean, I talked to my best friends, but I didn't really talk to people. Definitely didn't really talk to guys like that. Every girl seemed like they had a boyfriend in school. I was never that girl. Never that girl at all. And I didn't really like any of the boys at school because I always thought that they were childish. But anyway, so we had class together. And so I never talked to him really. Like I interacted a little bit, maybe saying hey or whatever, something like that, but never like a full conversation, nothing like that. But someone here was sort of kind of the class clown.
Oh.
Who? Yes.
I guess you talking about me.
Yes. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. Anyways, not really the class clowns. He get with his friends and be like talking a lot, playing around a lot, all that jazz. So, that was just him. So,
Right. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
oh gosh. Anyways, so while we were in school, two of his friends used to always mess with I'll say with us, because they used to pick on him, be like, bro, you like her, and all that. And then they would mess with me and be like, Sophia, he like you. And of course, like I said, I was never into boys like that. So I was like, no, he don't. Leave me alone. No, he don't. I'm not interested in him. Y'all just playing games.
He changed out the way you just said that.
What?
I was never into boys. Makes
At
like
school.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say makes like you know.
But, so, that's what they were saying. And I didn't believe him. I didn't believe that he liked me. So, anyway, fast forward. After 7th grade, he relocated to a different school. Laverne High.
Laverne Middle. I did my 8th grade year.
Laverne Middle, and then Laverne High, and so I stayed where I was. And I think after you left, we follow each other on social media, on Instagram and stuff like that, but never really, we didn't talk. Like, it was always liking stuff and all that, but never talked or anything like that. One thing for sure, one thing about it, is that this one right here was gonna tell me happy birthday on my birthday every year.
Yeah, what you gotta do?
I can literally go down my Instagram pictures before we start talking and look to where he would be like, happy birthday and everything like that every single year. Like, anyways. But, so yeah, we followed each other on social media, still didn't really talk. And fast forward past graduation and 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 years later, because we graduated in 2015. Fast forward 4 years later, September.
September what?
So when
I don't know.
when did you don't remember when you reached out to me?
Nope. I thought it was for your birthday or something.
No, we started talking in September. At the
I-
end of September.
Yeah, the end of September. I remember that. So it was the end of September. I think I had just buried my grandmother at the time.
Mm-hmm.
God rest her soul. But around that time, I had just buried my grandmother or whatever. But way before that, there was a preacher one day. They know my dad, he's a pastor. He's a bishop now, but there was a preacher one day that prayed over me and prophesied to me, and I was like, God, preparing him for his wife, preparing him for this and that. And he kind of explained to me what my next girlfriend at the time would be, and it was like, she gonna remind you of your stepmom. She has red hair and all of that stuff. But that same night, I had a dream. God spoke to me in my dream, and in the dream, I was sitting. We was in a classroom, and she was sitting on one side of the room, and I was sitting like in front of her. And I never understood what was being said. So I was like, okay, Lord, I need you to like tell me what you're trying to tell me. What's the sign you're trying to tell me? But mind you, before this time, I had a bad breakup. And so I kind of like told myself I'm just going to wait on God and just whatever happens, happens. So I did that. And I saw her in my dreams. And then the very next day, when it was a picture of her on Facebook that I ran across, and on Instagram. And something was telling me, to talk to her. I was like, I don't know, because I didn't know what to say. So then I just kind of, reached out to her, put the Mac on her. Ain't that right?
No.
I put the Mac Mac on her. You see where she at now? Anyway,
No, you see where you at now.
Anyway, I put the Mac on her, y'all. No, she was now she got me at one point. I was kind of heartbroken for a minute.
His heart, he was butthurt. So I moved with my godparents. Go tell them then.
She moved with her. What?
Go ahead.
She moved with her godparent. So I'm like, okay, cool. I asked her, I was like, how you been? How you been? I talked to you since school, or whatever. And I said, where you at now? And she said she's in Portland. Y'all, tell me why I thought she was in Portland, Oregon. That's the only Portland I know. And then what you say?
No, tell them what you said.
I thought she was in Portland, Oregon. So I told her, I said, I guess can't go on no dates then because you already in Portland, Oregon. So.
He did, and I was like, you do know I'm talking about Tennessee, right? He like, oh no, I've never heard of that. And I'm like, yeah, it's still in Tennessee. It's about, I think it was about 45 minutes from Nashville at the time. And so that was actually the funny part. So, but no, after that, we were still talking, like texting back and forth, and then one night, we FaceTime for the first time. Do you remember how long we talked?
My whole shift.
It was like 4 hours.
Yep. My whole night shift.
Yeah, it was like 4 hours, and
I was a major at Checkers at the time.
and so, we were just like going back over the school years and all that type of stuff, and getting to know, stuff about each other at the moment and stuff like that. So I just kind of like hit it off or whatever, and literally, I guess you can almost say we was kind of inseparable since then. So yeah, so that happened. So from September, from that day, we're talking, and stuff like that, and we were friends. And then when we first hung out, or what we would call a date, our first date was at.
Hung out.
Well, we weren't official then, though.
Well, it was the date.
Anyways, our first date was at TSU Homecoming. And it was that was actually very interesting to get to see how he was with sports and stuff like that. Learn more stuff about him. So it was sweet. And then, so we were still friends first and everything. And then, fast forward to December 14th,
2019.
He took me to a nice restaurant.
Let's just say I hit it with the switcheroo.
Oh gosh, but where did we go?
To Cheddar's.
Cheddar's in Smyrna.
I think so.
Yeah, Cheddar's in Smyrna. And that was when he officially asked me to be his girlfriend. He got me a nice little card and I think some flowers. Did you give me some flowers?
I don't know that. I did.
I think.
I must have.
I think so. Anyway.
I must really try to impress you.
Oh Lord, he had and it was like dressed up like he had him a little you had on a little suit too.
I did.
He had on a suit and stuff, and so that was when he officially asked me to be his girlfriend. It was real sweet, and so that was that. And we've been together for 3 years. We just celebrated our 3-year anniversary on December 14th of 2022. And, kind of within like the second, third year, probably even before that, we knew that we were the one for each other, that we were who God had for us. And so, so we just been like, of course, having conversations about our life and marriage and all that stuff, and hadn't really set like a time or whatever. This one here kept saying, well, I was at fault. I kept saying that I want to have a wedding next year, meaning this year, 2023, that I would want to maybe have a fall wedding or whatever like that. And then I stopped saying that because I was just like, ultimately, like, whatever is God's plan is what will happen. This one kept saying, oh, we're going to be engaged for the end of the year anyway, talking about 2022. Well, I was just like, like saying, I was listening, but I wasn't really like putting anything on it or whatever like that. And so,
I said we'll probably be engaged by the end of this year.
Yeah.
About the
same
end of
thing. Mm-hmm. And so, here comes December 30th. My godmom comes over, the fashion stylist I was telling y'all about. She comes over and she's styling me, and we have a conversation, and she's like, are you, like excited? Have y'all gotten asked any more about proposals or whatever like that? And I was like, no, not in a while. And she's like, well, if she was like, "Are you ready?" or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, I'm ready." And I literally told her, I was like, "I'm ready." I said, "But he keeps saying, like, we probably gonna be engaged before the end of the year," and I was like, "It's last day of a month." Like, I was just like, whatever. And so, not knowing that was not just a casual conversation, here comes New Year's, okay?
January 1st.
January 1st. My god sister.
Something in the afternoon.
Yes, my god sister Joy wanted to take us some pictures because she took some back in the fall, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't like the way they came out. So I'm gonna take y'all some more." And I said, "Okay, cool." So I'm like, "Well, any specific place?" She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it at at the Parthenon." So I'm like, "Okay." She's like,
which is at Centennial Park.
Yes. She's like, "But I want to do it like a sunset type one." And she sent me a photo of an example of how she wanted, it to be or whatever. And I was like, "Okay, cool, that's cool." So we have to be there like 4:00. So we get there, and of course, those of you who know, y'all have seen our video. But we get there, and of course, there's mud because it had rained probably like 2 days prior, all that type of stuff. Yeah. So I'm dressed up. We kind of color coordinated, red and black or whatever. Red and jeans, red and jeans,
yeah,
red and blue jeans. And so we kind of color coordinated, whatever. And so we're going down the steps. Listen, if you don't know, go watch our video. It's on Instagram and it's on Facebook. I think a lot of people follow us on Instagram, so go watch it on Instagram. So anyways, people start popping out who I wouldn't thought was gonna be there. One of his uncles. I'm coming down the stairs and I'm like,
Gotti,
why is he here? And then there's like this bridge thing, and then there's like rose petals and little candles. It was the sweetest thing ever. Like, y'all, I'm not the typical girl that be like, "Oh my God, I have to have stuff in this particular order to surprise me or make me all mushy and everything like that." Like, I just like sweet stuff. Like, I just do. I'm that girl. So anyways, so I'm tipping down the stairs. I wasn't even watching. And then we get there. I see his uncle and I'm like, "Okay, why is he here?" And then I see the rose petal. I was like, oh, in my mind, I'm like, "Okay, now I know what this is." And so I couldn't even hold it in anymore. I just like started crying. Like, he got down on one knee and gone.
I said, "Will you marry me?"
That is not all you said.
I was like, what did I say? I was like,
you said,
"I know we've been through a lot since we've been together and all that stuff."
Yeah, you said, we've been through a lot. And you was like, I've known for a while now that you was the one for me and all that stuff.
Yeah, and then I said, I want us to go together. I said, "Will you make me the happiest man on earth? Will you marry me?" I said, "Will you, Sophia, Marie Mason, marry me?" It took her a while to answer the question.
It did not. He lying.
Because she was crying. Not playing. She said yeah.
I said yeah. I did. So, our journey from friends to dating to engagement. Like, look, I'm engaged.
You can't see already. Yeah.
I'm engaged. Look at it. Like, so anyways, so we have been through a journey. Of course,
the journey
no relationship
just begun.
No relationship is perfect. So we've definitely had our ups and downs and stuff like that. But the main thing we did was put God first. We put him in the center of our relationship.
So for y'all couples out there that's just dating, if I can give you any advice, not only as Malik Holloway or Minister Malik Holloway, but as your friend, hopefully I'll be somebody's role model one day, as your role model, as your whatever you want to call me or call us. The main thing we want you to know is, if you're just dating, make sure you put God first.
Yep.
No matter
And be
what you
friends
do.
first. Like, a lot of people nowadays, our generation jumps into, like, I have to date, like, we have to do this and all that stuff. And you really
pop it out with
don't. And yeah.
Pop
And
it out
then
with
you
babies
don't,
and everything.
you know, like, the main thing is to be friends first. Like, take time to get to know that person, to really just enjoy, you know, the company of not having a title. Because, you know, and not tying yourself down too quickly. Because if y'all haven't made an understanding, don't have goals, don't have that type of thing,
Exactly.
it will fail. And especially without God, it will fail. And so if we have any encouragement for y'all, like, that's it. Like, seriously. I mean, you're gonna have tests and trials, because that's every relationship. Like, no relationship is perfect. And so, but that will be our advice for you. That has been our journey. And now we are enjoying life. This year we'll be planning a wedding. We've already gotten some stuff. We ain't telling no details. But
Ooh, that ice went down the wrong throat.
okay.
Mercy.
But no, we are enjoying life. We are enjoying each other. We are happy, you know, to move to the next level, and stuff. So we just want to come on here and give y'all our story, because I know a lot of people know that we are together, and people who know us, of course, know that we together and everything. But a lot of people don't really know
Our story.
How we met and everything. So, and we get a lot of compliments of, y'all are so cute, and, you know, that type of thing, and we really appreciate it. So that's our story. You have anything else to add? We're about to finish eating, and this is our story.
Not really, but just make sure you like, comment,
And subscribe.
And hit that notification bell. Okay?
So you can be notified when we post another video.
Yeah, when we post another video. Thank y'all for your support.
And until next time,
See ya.
bye.